Welcome to Spotlight New England. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey McClelland.
And I'm Ashley Erling.
Today's a fun day.
It's a super fun day. And what I was going to say is it is finally, and I know you're into this.
Okay.
Warm.
Give it to me. Oh my God.
Warm.
Please.
Like it feels like summer.
It feels like summer.
Which
it feels. It's like that song.
I was gonna.
It's like the song.
It's kind of ridiculous to get this excited, but I mean, it's been so cold.
I know.
Rainy.
I know.
We're actually looking ahead to potentially a nice weekend, which hasn't happened.
With no rain on Saturday. I don't even want to say that.
I know. I'm scared.
Sorry, clouds.
And there's so much going on around this weekend. It's
There's
Pride
a lot going
Fest in Providence.
Yeah.
Which is huge. That goes on.
What are you shooting on Saturday morning? I always love that Ashley does her morning.
Be at the Newport Flower Show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I'm really excited about.
And
to be honest with you, I think every single time I've been to the flower show, it has rained.
So
I've never experienced it without rain. I don't think so. I'm really excited, and my mom's in town, so
it's even better.
She's gonna come, and we're gonna do the flower show thing. But it's funny because I've covered both Pride Fest and the flower show before, and they happen to fall on the same weekend.
I know that's
this
a tough
year.
one to
so
have to decide
it's tough
what to
because
do.
they're both such awesome events. So definitely,
But you did Pride last year.
I definitely did Pride last year. But I don't know if they were on the same weekend because I feel like I also
there is a lot. We were talking
show.
about that earlier. There's so much going on this weekend, and, and I'm just happy that the weather. Matt and I went on a little date night last night.
Oh,
yes,
look
we
at
snuck
you.
away. We snuck away. And when I got home, the house was a mess.
And
I was so upset. You know who
you
helped
did
me?
care. Sorry.
Guess what child helped me clean everything?
Henry.
William.
Because William's home from college.
Cleaning the floor.
I forgot he's home from college. I would have guessed William.
He came right down.
He's your most helpful.
He could sense the tense.
Is he not your most helpful?
Yes, he's very helpful.
Yeah.
He is. But as we were driving, I was saying, you know what, Matt? I'm like, this is why we live here.
Yeah.
These are the next few months are gonna be beautiful.
You have to really enjoy it. But also coming up this weekend, which I don't know if you know, is National Limoncello Day.
I did not know that.
Well, I knew. It's on Sunday, and so we actually had a local company come in that makes limoncello to tell us a little bit more about them and their brand and limoncello. So take a look.
Check this out.
Spotlight New England. I'm Phil Mastriani from Fabrizia. We are obsessed with limoncello, and I'm here today to do some public awareness for National Limoncello Day, which is this coming Sunday. At Fabrizia, we're based in New England in Salem, New Hampshire. My brother Nick and I import almost 1 million lemons from Sicily every year from one grove. We have a webcam right on the back label. You can scan this QR code and see it. And if you can put limoncello in it, we do it. We obviously make it the old-fashioned way. We have a pre-batch limoncello spritz with a high-quality Italian wine, a lemon vodka soda made with the Sicilian lemons, and our Italian lemonade. We make our own batch of lemonade, spike it with some limoncello and vodka. And if that's not enough, we even have the Fabrizia Lemon and Baking Company, where we bake oversized limoncello cookies, limoncello truffles, a bunch of baked goods you can ship across the country. Great to see you guys. Make sure this Sunday on Limoncello Day, National Limoncello, you have a Fabrizia Limoncello. See ya.
I just love their story. First of all, it's delicious. I definitely did have a sip, and it is delicious. But I love that they're a local company. They started in their parents' garage.
So it's the brothers.
It's brothers, and now they're so much bigger. But they actually do get their lemons, as he mentioned, from Italy, and they have, like he said, on their website, or if you scan the back of their bottle, you can look at the webcam in Italy of their lemon grove.
Lemon grove? Would it be a grove?
I think it's a grove. And I just think that's really cool.
That is really cool.
It's a very cool
1 million lemons a year.
That's insane.
That's unbelievable.
And they make so many different things.
Yeah.
That's just, I just think it's great when a family brand like that, they're based out of New Hampshire, which we love because they're
He was
New
so
England.
cute. You can tell how proud he is
really
of everything.
Excited, and they do the limoncello. He says it way cooler.
He did say it way cool.
I was like, I need to start saying it like that.
Yeah, no, we gotta talk like that.
They do that, but they also have orange. They have
they do have those too. Okay, I didn't know that.
Limoncello is their main.
Okay,
but they do have some other things as well, and I'm so into the pistachio as well.
I love that. I love that he has the baking section too, those delicious cookies.
I guess they had leftover.
It was unbelievable.
lemon
They're going to be
stuff.
starting with all the lemons.
That's what he said. So he was like, so we started like making baked goods too. So you can, on their
Love it.
website, you can put in whatever your zip code is to find the closest store to you. But
Yeah.
they're in all different stores. So you
I
can
love
find them.
that.
Yeah, so happy National Limoncello Day on Sunday.
So good. So cool. And stick around too, because if you watch Ashley and I every day, which you know you do, you see that we always have these gorgeous necklaces on our necks. We're going to talk all about them. We're asked about them all the time. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper just for you. So stick around.
Welcome back to Spotlight New England. For those of you who have been watching us for a while, either here or on the roadshow, you know that Audrey and I love our stacked necklaces. And maybe you're wondering where they come from. Well, we're going to tell you everything today because we have Rachel Ajaj, who is the co-founder, co-owner, creator of this amazing brand, Erin Anchor, here with us. Welcome, Rachel.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're so excited you're here.
We
Literally,
wanted
we
to
get
talk
asked
to
all the
you
time
for a
about
while.
them.
We talk to you all the time and
I
we see you all the
know.
time, but we haven't really done like a kind of like a chat like this before
yeah.
with you. And as Audrey mentioned, we do get asked all the time about the necklaces, especially Audrey, because she has such a big social following. And so we were like, we really need to just kind of like get this out there so it's
I know.
clear.
We're going to bring Rachel in.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Audrey, you were like one of our first like big influencers.
Aw.
When you posted it, it was so amazing for the company. So it's been a nice long relationship.
I have to say, because I knew that you were coming in today,
Yeah.
this was my first one that I ever got.
Is that your first
It's
one?
my first one. I had them all like I had
Yeah.
so many.
Yeah.
I had this one laid out today to wear like in honor of
Yeah.
that Rachel was coming
Yeah,
because it's my
yeah.
first one that
Yeah.
like started my love for Erin Anchor, and I got the star because I have 5 kids and had the 5
Amazing.
points.
I remember that. I
So-
remember, yeah, and it looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's such a staple one. But
It is a staple.
But you know, we want to talk about everything that you have, but let's like start with how you actually started
Oh my
the company,
God.
and then your little tagline will just, you know, don't say the S word.
Sure. Okay. Yes.
So I don't know what
Keep
the
it
rules are on
PG.
I have no idea.
on streaming. I know on TV we would bleep it out,
Oh
but
my
on here I don't think we
God.
can bleep it.
Oh my
But I know that that's like a fun part of the story. So we'll
It is.
People
So-
will figure it out.
My husband and I, we started actually right during COVID. So
Crazy. I didn't know that.
it was insane. We had all of the product, we had our packaging, we had everything kind of bundled together, and then COVID hit, and we looked at each other and we're like, how are we going to launch a jewelry brand when the world is struggling to buy toilet paper? Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
didn't make any sense. So we went to social and we just started talking about what we wanted to create, what we have created, and from there it just grew and it kept on going and going. So we really, had this like crazy start. But we had a mission, and that was for our family factory that my grandfather had started, had gone vacant. And so it was a legacy of his and for my family to keep it going. And so
that.
we stopped everything and started to kind of develop something that we could be proud of.
I love. Where did you come
Yeah.
up with the name Erin Anchor?
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't know if we've ever even.
I think I have.
do you know
well,
this?
only
I know
because one of
this.
I remember I interviewed you when you really first launched the brand.
Yeah.
So I think at that
Is that
time we
when?
probably asked.
Yeah, it was a friend. We were talking, and at the time we were designing. I was designing, and Omar was selling, making products for other designers in
Okay.
our factory. And I kept on saying like, oh, I can't give this stuff away. Like I just love these designs.
Yes.
And so there was like, this little struggle between him and I of wanting to start this and not. And then our friend said, oh, I have a great name. And when he had said it, we were like, it was perfect.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. And then, Omar was like, it's so true. It's about like, you have your air and you have your anchor, and then there's all this life in between, right?
Just give me goosebumps.
I know, me
and
too.
So it was all about, these are like these small moments of enjoyment.
Yes.
Life gets crazy. We have 3 little kids. We were starting this business. It was just a crazy time.
Yeah.
And, when you're going through it and you're trying to figure it out, you can kind of get lost in like, in everything.
Yeah.
And so we started to focus ourselves and our family on all these small little moments. The good song that comes on your way to work, or, that cup of coffee that just hits right, or just small little things. And it was crazy because during COVID, you couldn't just go get a coffee with a friend.
Wow.
There was none of that.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of like, it just, the story and everything of the meaning
Yeah.
kind of happened for us.
Wow, it's really meant to be.
It was.
It was truly meant to be.
It was. And my husband always has that saying of, enjoy the, and I'll...
You know what?
That matters. And that resonated with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so we really built a brand and our retail stores around this experience of slowing down and enjoying the...
Love it.
I just love the message behind it. And I've always felt like, ever since the first time I interviewed you guys specifically about this brand, that, you know, it was kind of almost like the silver lining of all the COVID stuff, that like you were able to actually really deeply connect with your own brand and what you were doing. I think it was probably always the intent that that's what it would be. But because we were going through this like group traumatic experience, it really put things into perspective for all of us.
Of what really mattered, right?
What really mattered. So then when you're like looking at something and you're like, yes, like I so connect to this message. Plus the designs are so cool, you know, like then you just immediately fall in love with like the brand. And I love that they're like collectible. There's so much I could go on and on, but tell us more about the products themselves, because I know that you guys really have done a lot of work to design a product that feels very special and unique.
Yeah, so we're mostly known for our Cuff Keeper necklace, which we all kind of have on right now. It's really, it's our clasp, it's our charm holder. It really gives the wearer the flexibility to kind of change up their style from day to day based on if they want to have charms on, if they find certain meaning in certain charms in the moment. But you can also wear it as a clasp and change out your chains and really have a little bit of fun. Nothing's too serious with it. It all works together, which I think is really fun. And especially like in our store, if you come, there's a really tailored experience. So if you want a beaded necklace, if you want to mix chains, or if you want a custom length that we just don't offer, you sit at our bar and you work with a maker and they fit it to you. It's a very personal experience, but it's also a quick one. It's not going to take days to get it. You just go in and you walk out with it.
I actually didn't even think of that.
That's actually a really good point.
Really, it's like instant gratification. And then also you can, you know, go yourself, but like I think it's cool that you can go there and bring someone with you and kind of like have an experience and like enjoy the moment together.
Yeah, exactly. You sit there, and there's no time limit. A lot of the people who come in are going to sit there for an hour, maybe two. Some people spend half a day, and it really
like the beading. If you're beading,
if you're beading,
that would be Ashley. Yes, I've been with Ashley while she's beading.
It takes a minute. It takes a minute.
Get that pattern right. Yeah, our staff is amazing. They are all into it and making something really unique and special. And I think that that's what creates the creativity around everything in our stores.
And what do you think that is? Because you are right. Your staff is amazing.
They are.
I mean, from, you know, the second you walk in to the second you leave, you feel like greeted, you feel part of the family, everybody's friendly and helpful. That has to start with obviously you and Omar. What is like the kind of environment and like really the vibe that you must give off, or at least that you feel that your staff feels?
I feel like when we started the retail experience, we had a really great opportunity as a pop-up in Garden City to kind of hone in on what was important to us as a brand. And we are a family brand, so it's my husband and I and our kids. And so anybody who came into this family really needed to be like us. They needed to understand that the customer is always first, right? They needed to understand that they need to be real. If they really don't like what the person is putting together, like say it, like give them options, make them feel comfortable with getting creative and having fun with it and not taking everything so seriously. It's not a transaction. It's something where people can really have fun with it and not be judged by anything. It's not just come in and buy something and leave. It's you come in, we have people who bring copies and books of everything that they have in their collection.
Really?
So that, oh my gosh, they photocopy
They know what they
everything,
have.
and they know that when we get in new products, what will work together won't work together. It's like it's a really fun experience.
That's so cool.
That's actually really cool.
And well, we have been places before. I don't remember where we were. Must have been somewhere in Massachusetts. Not super far. Oh yeah, we were around them.
Yeah.
And somebody stopped us. We were doing something there together because we literally do everything together. And somebody stopped us and was like, "Oh, I know exactly where it was now. I just remember we were in Coach."
That's right.
And
that's right.
the girl was like, oh my gosh, she stopped us. She's like, oh my God, are those Aaron Anchor?
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
And we were like, yeah, they are. Like, do you know? I felt like we were so far away at Rathon. But I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you know them? And she was like, I love them. I was like, do you live in Rhode Island? She's like, not anymore. She's like, but I want to go, you know, like take a ride back because I really want to get more.
Yeah.
Like, I've been stopped more than once by people saying, is that Aaron Anchor?
Yeah.
Not even where did you get that?
Yeah, and
like,
I think
you
that's-
have this brand recognition.
Well,
You
I
really
think
do.
that it's the cuff keeper that people really recognize.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a standalone piece. You really could just wear it all by itself, or you could have your charms on it. But I love those kinds of stories. I love being in the store and hearing there was a woman who had an order. It was sitting at our factory getting ready to ship.
Yeah.
She had come for Mother's Day just to make her mom something from Connecticut.
God,
We
no
have
way.
people from New York, and they're driving 3 hours
Wow.
to come to the store. So
That must feel so good.
it feels amazing. It
mean,
feels
truly,
amazing.
you
Yeah,
know?
that's like a really huge compliment to myself, my husband, and our entire team. So
Absolutely. And how is it working with your husband? Because we've seen them together. You guys are so great together.
You really are. Are you guys that great?
High school sweethearts or no?
we're high school sweethearts.
I
Yep.
mean,
Yep, we're
Th-
high
th-
school
it's,
sweethearts.
it's such a cute love story.
We've been together basically longer than we've been apart. And so we've always kind of balanced each other in all regards. He's more of the outgoing one. I'm the quieter one, although you wouldn't tell here because he would probably be here. But yeah, it's everything you could imagine working with your husband.
Right.
There's the great moments, and then there's the moments of like we are
Honey.
we are together 24 hours a day.
But not many people can do that. So it really
No,
is a
but
nod to the two of you that you can.
Yes, and he's my best friend, and we totally. Although this is our baby, one of our babies,
Yeah.
it is something where we both hear each other. So
Yeah.
if there's a decision that has to get made, there's no argument. It's really just on the same page as whatever our expectations are.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
And you
Which
make
makes
your
sense.
whole family part of it. I've seen many times the kids at the store. I
time.
mean,
Love
you
it.
guys
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
truly like this is a family business.
Yes, it is. And our kids love being at the store.
Do they? That's
love
awesome.
talking to people. They will go anywhere and have any conversations. Yeah, they're great.
I love that. And so tell me this. So I know it's like naming a child, but what is one of your favorite go-to? Like if someone does not have a
Yeah, they're
one
looking
piece
to like
yet,
start
but
a
they want to
collection,
start a collection.
maybe.
Okay.
What would you like guide them towards? Either towards like a certain charm or like neck. Like what would you guide them towards?
I would guide them to, well, there's one chain that's my favorite. It's the one I'm wearing because it's my newest obsession, but it is a little bit chunkier. It's called our All Linked Up.
Yep.
It's a really versatile piece. It like looks like you can see it from afar,
Yeah, I
but,
like
it's,
it.
but it's not overpowering.
Yeah.
There's no real texture
Yeah.
to it. It's
Yeah.
just shape. And then for a charm, I would probably do our North Star.
Star.
Yeah, I love this one.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's
like a
really one of my
classic.
favorite charms.
Yeah.
It really is.
And you have a bunch of stuff coming up this summer. You have a very busy summer, and you even now have like an Airstream. Tell us everything. Tell us everything.
All
Yes,
about
we
this.
have a mobile factory on wheels.
my gosh.
So we are one of the sponsors for Newport Folk Fest. And
Amazing. What a great collaboration.
That's an unbelievable
That's so like your
collaboration.
brand.
It
you
is
know?
so amazing. We went last year, and it was a great experience for all of us. And so we wanted to be a little bit more involved this year. And working with their team has been absolutely amazing. And we're bringing the Airstream to the Newport Folk Fest, and really
Unbelievable.
going to be able to do everything that you can in our stores as far as getting creative, beading, listening to music, getting a customized tailored chain, picking charms,
Yeah.
permanent jewelry, everything's
Everything
gonna be
right there in the Airstream.
Right there.
That's awesome.
That is like a
so
genius
cool.
idea for you guys
It's
to
so,
do.
and it's
It
just
really
like
is.
so you guys. Like I love you guys are so authentic to who you are, and it makes you just love the brand even more, even though you don't necessarily have to love the story behind it. but
Right.
I just do. And we should mention, of course, for anyone who doesn't know where your factory is.
Our factory's right in Cranston. Yep, and our store is right in Garden City, so not even a mile up the road.
You guys have a great spot. And like, are you and Omar at all have the ability, because you're so busy, not only with your business, but your children and your family and everything else, to like take a step back sometimes and just look at what you've created and go, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
I can't believe we've done this.
Yeah, not very often because we're always going forward.
Yeah.
However, it is like this week we had a huge photo shoot. It was 2 days, and there was a moment in one of them where I like got chills that I couldn't believe that this is the
is
point
your
that
life,
we're
this is your
at. That this is how beautiful it all has like come together. But it's been amazing. Yeah.
It's been amazing for you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a
you
great
know, we
story.
are like just the biggest.
Oh yeah,
fans
we're your number
ever.
one fans.
I know,
We're
you
your
guys
number
are
one
the
Truly,
best.
fans.
I just
And
truly love
we're just
everything about
so
you guys.
happy for you guys, like proud of you guys. If that sounds weird,
No,
but like
we are.
we're just
Like,
like
I'm
you,
excited about
you
the
guys have
opportunities
done
you guys get.
such an incredible job with this brand, and you've really stayed true to like your DNA through it all, which
Yeah.
I can only imagine is difficult to do. So
Yeah.
we're thrilled for all your success and happy to shout it from the rooftop.
And we love wearing
Yeah.
all of our necklaces and our
know.
stacks.
I know. Well, I was running out of the house this morning, and honestly, I wanted more, but like I didn't have the time to like pick exactly which. And like these ones, I pretty much wear every day. So I was like, all right, I'll wear these today, but like I have other ones.
She
and I
wears them every
just-
day. And I told you guys earlier, I
running
dropped
late.
my North Star and I couldn't find it.
I know. Of all days.
Rachel's coming.
Of all days. Yeah, no, we're obsessed. We're obsessed.
Oh, but-
Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you for having me.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you at the store soon.
Yes.
And stick around because we have more coming up on Spotlight New England. Welcome back to Spotlight New England. So we were talking about
No, you were making
Jaws.
fun of me as we were talking
Fine,
about
I was
Jaws.
making fun of you only because you were like telling me things I didn't know.
She's
that-
like, you're telling me lies. It's all lies, Audrey.
well, it's the 50th anniversary of
It is.
Jaws, and most people love the movie. I love the movie.
I was not a fan. I'm not a fan of sharks or Jaws or any of that. It used to scare me.
It is scary. It should be scary.
Like the blood in the water. I mean,
Yeah.
all that.
Well, I love the movie.
Is it an upbeat movie?
I would watch it with the kids.
Oh my god.
I would. I don't really think it's like classic, iconic. It has
Okay.
like the Narragansett beer in it,
Look at you trying to connect it.
but it's local.
It is local.
And it was
It is
filmed in
local.
Martha's Vineyard.
And the movie is beloved.
Yeah.
It is. It is by many.
You-
By many. But like I just wasn't, it was on like maybe 2 weeks ago and my in-laws were in. And I did rewatch it.
I was gonna say I
with them.
literally set it up to like record because if you go to try to find it this time of year, it's hard to find
Oh, yeah,
online
yeah.
without paying for it. But they're in Martha's Vineyard. They're like celebrating, so they have a lot of like 50th anniversary gear right
Yeah.
now because it was all filmed there, as you know. I'm sure you know that because you would
Oh,
go to
yeah.
Martha's Vineyard.
Well, I will say because Will Gilbert from the Road Show was telling us. I'm like, Will Gilbert was telling us that I think his cousin is on Martha's Vineyard right now, and was
Yeah.
sending him pictures and stuff of what was going on right now in like real time.
Because this weekend, I think it might actually be Friday.
Is it Friday?
Is like the actual anniversary
Okay.
of when
Yes.
it came out. But it also got me thinking of like summer movies and
Yeah.
like movies you always watch in the summer. So for me, that is one of them. But then also maybe like The Sandlot.
That was always
is
a good
big-
one.
Are there any
Yes.
like summer movies that you kind of always, especially around 4th of July, I feel like there are
Oh
a lot.
yeah, no. I mean, I feel like too, like Summer Catch. You remember that one with Freddie Prinze?
I do. That's
That's
really,
always a
I
good
did
one.
not expect you to
No,
say that. No, it's
oh,
like
I
a
love that
very
one. I
random
love that one.
movie.
And then I like all my Hallmark.
Isn't it Jessica Biel?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going back.
Yeah.
We're going back in the vessel there. I just love my Hallmark summer
Yeah.
romances. I always go back and watch that. You know that.
Yeah.
I just
No,
go back in
those are
the,
great.
you know.
I didn't know if you had any like growing up movies that you like. No,
I mean, well, Summer Catch, I was pretty young. I was pretty young when Summer Catch came out. That wasn't like
you're
that's not like
throwing
a
me off
newbie.
today for some reason. Honest. It's
trying
like
to
not at all what I expected you to say.
Well,
for
it's a
some
romance.
reason.
He's a baseball player.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? It,
Did you
it
ever watch
definitely
Sandlot?
tracks.
You
I
like
did like Sandlot. I did. I did. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what the kids would actually watch right
Yeah.
now. I mean, the boys do like Jaws. I
Yeah.
will say that. I don't watch it with them.
Right.
But,
Watch that one with
no,
them.
I mean, I'm trying to think like,
Yeah, you're right. I guess it's not your type of movie.
it's just
I
not
love
my type
it.
of movie. I know you love it. You
it.
like murders and stuff like that
Yeah.
too.
Blood in the water.
Right,
yeah.
it definitely is on track for Ashley, where I'm like over here like feeding Bambi by hand and watching a romance movie. With the White Knight coming
so
through.
funny.
No, but listen, it's going to be a big weekend in Martha's Vineyard. I will say that people are. It's on social media everywhere right
Yeah.
now.
It's actually,
so
like-
it is like pretty cool to think that it is around here.
It's a big deal. And I was actually watching a piece on online about how a lot of the people that they used in the film actually like still lived there.
still
and
live
they
there.
were like locals that
Yeah.
they used in the film. So
which was
everyone-
really cool
yeah,
when you
I
think
just
about
thought that
it.
was like a cool element. I didn't really know.
Yeah.
But.
So if you're there this weekend,
All right,
check it out.
Jaws this weekend for the
Jaws.
50th anniversary, or not if you're
not.
Audrey. It's okay.
You don't feel pressure. You don't have to. You don't have to love it.
Thanks for joining us today on Spotlight New England. We'll see you next time.